name is Roman. 10 years ago, our ship crash landed on Earth. We came here seeking refuge, but the humans thought that it was an invasion. That night, I met a human girl who tried to protect me, a girl I never thought I'd see again. The surviving members of my race, the Atrians, were rounded up and isolated inside a militarized sector. Now, it's 2024. 7 of us have been chosen to attend high school as a part of a government integration program. But the humans and Atrians continue to distrust each other, while I fight to protect my people and the human girl who saved my life at any cost. Previously on Starcross.
You must deliver this to our operative living outside the sector. She's had her markings removed.
I can't believe you're my contact.
I've been watching you and Taylor do your little dance for weeks now, and I didn't think that you were actually going to go through with it.
Look, you don't have to accept my parents or trust them.
You don't think your parents will order some kind of Red Hawk attack, do you?
No way.
I'm willing to trust you.
We're here now, but the market is just past the east gate.
All right, so we can park the van here, and then we can exit on foot going to the west gate.
It's perfect timing. Market will be full of those freaks.
What do you got there?
Get out of here, little girl.
I'm not a little girl. I'm one of those Atrian freaks that you're so fond of. You know, if you're not careful, you might just blow yourselves up. Now why don't you start talking?
This digital broadcast with breaking news. Officials are investigating whether the victims who mistakenly detonated explosives last night may have been Red Hawks. Blueprints found at the scene suggest the failed attack was planned for the Atrian sector.
Matt Bandel.
I remember you from the swim meet.
Reporter for the Smatter Chatter.
The online tabloid. So, Matt Bandel from the Smatter Chatter. Care to explain why you're following me?
Well, I need a quote for a story I'm working on.
About reporters stalking young girls on their morning run?
No. About Cyper.
That's that bogus Atrian herb, right?
Well, people say it cures disease, but I don't need to tell you that.
Cypher's real. You know.
You were saying?
I was just discussing with my friend a conspiracy website. I was telling her that I read that it was real. How is that a story?
Well, I know the two of you were both sick for a long time and are now both cured.
Yep, thanks to modern medicine.
Or could it have something to do with Cyper?
I don't care what a website says. Cyper's a hoax. Do you really want to turn us into freaks of our high school based on a hunch? And if you publish this fake story, you're going to be made into a pariah, too. You want an exclusive story? Something that can get you some real attention?
Why should I listen to you?
Because I have something you don't. Access. I go to school with the Atrian 7. I can get you something better than Cyper.
All right. If you can bring me a juicier story in the next 48 hours, I'll publish it. If not, I'm running with what I've got on Cyper.
Rumor has it those Red Hawk savages were aiming for the market when they blew themselves up last night. Still convinced the humans aren't out to wipe us all off the face of their earth?
Not all humans are Red Hawks, Drake.
Look around you, Roman. Humans put us in this prison. That's why I don't make a distinction.
Oh, that's right. You're a trag now. You only see the world in black and white.
Trags see the world how it is, and soon it'll be our world.
Hey, what are the trags planning?
It's either us or the humans, Roman. I made a choice. You should too.
War is not the only way to get our freedom back.
And integration is? I don't want to share this planet with people who want to annihilate us. And neither should you.
Listen to yourself. You sound like one of Vega's dogs.
Hey, I'm nobody's dog. I'm fighting to free my mother and avenge your father who was killed by a human guard while you stand on the sidelines.
If you think I'm just gonna stand by and watch as you use my father's death to justify murder, then you don't know me at all.
Officials have confirmed that the Red Hawks were behind last night's failed attack on the sector. Now, the question on everybody's mind today is, who are the leaders of this newly named terrorist organization?
Hey.
Do you know anything about the attack on the sector last night?
No, those Red Hawks must have gone rogue. My parents don't encourage violence to get their message across. Emery. I don't condone my parents' feelings about the Atrians, but they're still my parents. And there's still some good left in them. Like their charity ball.
About that, I don't think it's a good idea for me to go. Or the Atrians. How can you even be sure it's going to be safe?
My dad's a councilman, and he's considering running for Congress. I promise you, tomorrow night's only controversy will involve the words crab and bib. And it'd really mean a lot to me to have you by my side.
How's it going? I gotta go talk to Julia.
What? What about the ball?
I'll let you know.
I have some intel I need you to give Vega ASAP.
Am I your messenger boy now?
This is a message I think you'll really enjoy delivering.
Grayson's parents.
Yeah. I used to think that Grayson was kind of vanilla. But now I see it's all a part of his game. You know, I gotta respect that. I've got my cover, he's got his.
But how do you know his parents are the leaders?
Because those two idiot Red Hawks squealed like little piggies right before they went, boom!
That was you?
You're welcome.
All right, I'll give Vega the message.
Zoe, good work on the fetal pig dissection. Your incisions were very precise.
Thanks, Miss Benton.
Are you going to go to the charity ball?
You bet.
Good, I'll see you there.
You actually gonna go to that thing?
Yep, and so are you. As soon as you talk to Vega, you're gonna meet me at the ball and give me her instructions. So, get yourself a government issue tux.
There's something you're not telling me. What's the deal with you and Drake?
There is no deal with me and Drake.
I just saw you two talking, and you left the bug together on Saturday. Where did you go?
Okay, he asked me to give him a ride to Edendale, and I felt bad for him, so... Look, if you don't want me to hang out with him, I won't. I know that you really like him.
A momentary lapse in judgment I can only attribute to a hormonal shift and or sheer boredom. But if you wanted to go with Drake, then why...
I don't. Honestly, the whole interspecies thing really grosses me out. Well, I have class, so talk later?
Yeah. Roman saved me with Cyper. If anyone finds out, I'm back to a life of tubes and needles being studied like a lab rat along with the Atrians.
Stop. You're my best friend. I will never let that happen.
Well, then what are we gonna do?
I've got to find Bandel another story.
Well, might I remind you that you're already sitting on a story juicier than Cyper? You know who the leaders of the Red Hawks are.
I can't destroy Grayson's family like that. As hateful as his parents' beliefs are, I don't know if they've done anything wrong.
You heard the news report. The Red Hawks just graduated from a hate group to a terrorist organization. Consider it a public service. Who knows what they're going to do next?
Grayson assured me his parents didn't order the attack.
That doesn't change the fact that they're Hatrians, Em. You know, even if you can give Bandel something better, who's to say he won't still pursue the Cypress story?
I think I might have an idea. But while I go look for another story, I need you to talk to Lucas.
You all right?
I'm out.
Whoa.
Out of the Red Hawks? For good.
Yeah, man.
Glad to hear it.
I used to believe in what they stood for. But after last night, and getting you arrested and almost thrown in jail, it's not what I signed up for.
You know Vartan's gonna try and talk you out of it. I mean, you're their inside man at Marshall.
Yeah, let him. There's plenty of other Red Hawks in this school can take my place. I made my decision.
And you believe him?
I do. Told him he was out, but they still wanted to go to a Red Hawk meeting tomorrow night after the ball. A last-ditch effort to get him to stay. Eric's not perfect, but he can admit when he's wrong. What?
It's just... you always choose to see the good in people. I like that about you.
Well, when you have parents like mine, it kind of becomes your default setting.
I would be honored to be your date to the charity ball.
Yeah?
I know, I was thinking you could wear
Well, that explains it.
What?
You're a constant defense of humans. You're hot for one of them.
Emery's a friend.
Come on. We may be in different worlds right now, but I've still known you my whole life. I wonder how you'd feel if you knew who your friend was dating.
What are you talking about?
Grayson's parents are the leaders of the Red Hawks. You don't believe me, do you? Look at me. Look at me. I'm telling you the truth.
If that's the truth, then he's keeping it from Emery. She would never do anything like that.
How much do you even know about her? She could be a Red Hawk, too. Humans can't be trusted.
Emery has been our biggest supporter since day one. Even you can see that.
Hey, I have your invitation to the ball.
Thank you. I'm looking forward to it.
You're going to the Montrose's ball, even after what you just told me.
They invited us. I can't be rude.
Big is planning some sort of retribution, isn't she?
Don't let it concern you.
Yeah, well, it does concern me. Because I'm going to be there watching your every move. I'm your +1.
And Senator, Marshall has one of the top athletic programs in the entire state. And these donations will go a long way towards making sure that it stays that way. Excuse me, just 1 second, Senator. Welcome, Councilman Montrose.
Thank you so much.
Roman.
Yes, of course. Your sister swam with our son. Very impressive. I was just trying to convince Senator Fatora here to open that thick wallet of his to make a donation to the Marshall Scholarship Fund.
Gentlemen, tell me what I can do to improve conditions in the sector.
Well, there's overcrowding in the East Quadrant.
Okay.
I think we...
Smile. A picture is worth 1,000 words,
Indeed.
Senator. At the very least, a couple of grand towards our scholarship fund.
Wonderful to meet you two.
Make yourselves comfortable. We're thrilled to have you in our home.
You two clean up well. Enjoy the party.
Thanks, Miss Benton.
Yeah, that's easy for her to say. She's not being paraded around these rich people like a bunch of monkeys.
How do I know one of these rich people isn't a hidden track here to help you with your plan? I know you're working with someone.
Well, if you worried a little less about me, you'd see who just came in.
To see you. Come with me. I'd love to take you on a tour of our home.
That would be great.